everyone! In this video, we're gonna tackle the axioms of probability. But before anything else, let me introduce myself first. My name is Jasmine Mabe Emma Bisamis from BSc 2K, and this subject is Math 233 or Engineering Data Analysis. So the axioms of probability are the basic properties of probability that we need to satisfy whenever we are calculating probabilities. So what we have here are three axioms. For the axiom number 1, for any event A, 0 less than or equal P of A less than or equal 1. So just like what I've said in the previous video in the probability of an event, the range of the probability must only be from 0 to 1. So bawal siya mag-exceed sa 1, bawal din siyang maging negative. So, yun lang yung axiom 1. Next, we have the axiom 2. Let S be the sample space, then P of S is equal to 1. Dito naman, for example, in an event of getting or drawing a card from a deck, syempre, ang probability na makakakuha tayo ng isang card, for example, the card of Ace of Spades, ang probability nun ay 1 over 52. And since meron tayong 52 sample points, kapag pinag-add natin lahat ng probability ng sample points na yon, we will get 52 over 52. Or simply, 1. So as you can see, sinasatisfy niya yung condition ni axiom 2 na dapat daw ang total ng sum ng bawat sample point sa isang sample space ay 1. So, yun lang yung axiom 2. Next, we have axiom 3. If A1, A2, A3 is an infinite collection of disjoint events, then P of A1, union A2, union A3, union is equal to the summation of P of A sub I from I to infinity. Dito naman sa axiom 3 natin, it involves disjoint events or events that cannot happen at the same time or events that have no intersection. So dito, kapag kukunin natin yung probability ng union ng mga event na yon, ang gagawin lang natin is pag-a-addin natin yung bawat probability ng mga events na yon. Just like what's in here. We have P of A1 union A2 union A3 is equal to P of A1 plus P of A2 plus P of A3 up to infinity. Hanggang ilan events yung meron kayo. So ganun lang siya. Next, we have the rules that are important in calculating probabilities. So, just like in the axioms, yung rules na to, kailangan din natin siyang i-satisfy whenever we are calculating probabilities. So, we have also 3 rules as well. For the first rule, we have the complement rule. For any event A, P of the complement of A is equal to 1 minus P of A, or the opposite. So, dito naman, for example, we have the event of getting ahead from a coin toss. So, syempre, yung probability nun ay equal sa 1/2. 1/2 yung probability na makakakuha tayo ng head from a coin toss. And, for example, gusto nating kuhanin yung probability ng complement ng event na yon. So, ang gagawin natin is, ima-minus lang natin siya sa 1. So, di ba yung complement natin sa event na yan ay not getting head. So, ibig sabihin, the probability of not getting head is 1 minus 1/2 or 1/2. So, ito na yung probability of not getting ahead natin or the probability of the complement of A. So, next one, we have the rule number 2 or the addition rule. For any two events A and B, P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So, dito naman, these are the events that have intersection or unlike dito sa disjoint events, diba, they have no intersection. Dito naman sa events na to, we have intersection here. And then, kapag kukunin natin yung probability ng union ng, for example, two events A and B, ang gagawin lang natin is pag-a-addin natin yung probability ng dalawang event na yon and ima-minus natin yung probability ng intersection nila or the A intersection B. For any three events A, B, and C, dito naman sa tatlong events, we have P of A union B union C is equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C minus P of A intersection B intersection C. So, sinubtract lang din yung probability ng mga intersection nila. Last one, we have rule number 3. Let P denote the empty set, then P of P is equal to 0. Dito naman sa rule na to, every time na we will have empty set or set that has no element, so i-denote na lang natin siya as phi. And then, yung probability ng phi na yon, automatically 0 na siya since walang element yung set na yon. So, yun lang yung mga axioms and rules that we need to satisfy whenever we are calculating probabilities. So, para mas maintindihan ulit natin yung axioms of probability, let's solve this problem. So, a die is loaded in such a way that an even number is twice as likely to occur as an odd number. If E is the event that a number less than 4 occurs on a single toss of the die, find P of E. So, dito, a die is loaded daw in such a way that even number is twice as likely to occur. So, ibig sabihin, yung die na to, it is a biased die. When we say bias, yung probability ng bawat sample point ng isang event na yon ay hindi equal. So, normally, di ba, the sample points of a fair dice ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yan yung sample space ng isang fair die. But, since ang die natin is biased and yung even number daw is twice as likely to occur, mag-iiba yung mga sample points natin. So, itong 1, isang beses lang siyang mag-occur. Dahil isa siyang odd number. And since yung 2, it's an even number, so double siyang pwedeng lumabas or mag-occur. And then 3, it's an odd again. And then 4, dalawa. And then isang 5. And then dalawa uli yung 6. So, ito yung magiging sample points natin. And then, next, we're gonna assign the probability of each of these sample points. So, para mas malinaw, let's create a table. So, this is the probability of 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So, let's input the values here in our table. So, in the probability of getting a 1 from a die, in here, so, ilan ba yung sample points natin? Diba, there are 9 in total. So, dapat, total number of events natin ay 9. So, yun yung magiging denominator natin. So, ayan. So, magiging, ilang beses ba siya mag-occur? Diba, there's only one way na mag-occur yung 1. So, that will be 1 over 9. And then next, we have 2 ways wherein 2 can occur in a single toss of this die. So, this will be equal to 2 over 9. And then 3, since isa lang siya, it's 1 over 9. And then 4, dalawa uli. And then yung 5, isa lang. And then yung 6 ay dalawa. As you can see, if tinotal natin lahat nito, 1 over 9, 2 over 9, 1 over 9, 2 over 9, 1 over 9, 2 over 9, that's equal to 9 over 9, or 1. So, kung maalala nyo, dun sa axioms of probability natin, yung axiom number 2, kailangan yung total sum ng bawat probability ng sample points that is equal to 1. So, correct yung mga nasa nating probability. So, next, let E daw be the event that a number less than 4 occurs. So, let's assign here the event E. So, for the event E, kailangan daw ang mag-occur is less than 4. So, ano ba yung mga number less than 4 natin? Diba, there is 1, pwedeng 2, and then pwede din 3. So, there are 3 numbers lang that are less than 4. So, now let's find the P of E. So, for the P of E, pagka-addin lang natin yung mga probability ng tatlong number nito. So, bakit add? Bakit hindi multiply? Diba? Since kailangan lang, ang pagtatas lang ng die ay isang beses. So, ang maaari mo lang makuha ay pwedeng 1 or 2 or 3. Hindi naman pwedeng maging 1 and 2 and 3, diba? So, kaya, ang gagamitin natin ay addition and not multiplication. So, ang probability ng 1, so balik lang tayo sa table natin, it's 1 over 9. And then, ang probability of 2, it's 2 over 9. And the probability of getting 3, it's 1 over 9. So, pag pinag-add natin itong tatlong probabilities, that will be equal to 4 over 9. So, this will be our answer in our example number 1. So that's how you solve the axiom of probability that satisfies the axioms of probability and the rules of probability, and that is our example number 1.